Hey guys, as you can see here, I am going full Emperor Palpatine in my quarantined gaming bunker. And not actually a gaming bunker, but a bunker. Then here we're gonna be recording stuff for you guys. So today we're gonna be taking a look at the new Warriors trailer. I've seen videos about this, and it's a more new Marvel comic. And as you can see here, the likes to dislike ratio are not good at all. It's got 3.3k likes, and it's got 140k dislikes. That is not good, not a good ratio at all. We're gonna check that out just in a second. And the last time I've really seen something like this, where so much backlash over a trailer was remember this? The Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, as of right now, it's at 3.8 million dislikes. I'm surprised they didn't turn off the comments or whatever. And also the Battlefield 5 trailer. The new Marvel comic is being it's being criticized for, for politics and, kind of writing it in the wrong way and not treating really the idea of diversity in a disrespectful way. So we're gonna check it out now, and let's see if people are right about that. As I sit here, ooh, I just skipped. As I sit here, I'm comfortably in my Emperor Palpatine robe. Make that louder. I like the music going.
My name is Daniel Kibblesmith, and I am the
Kibblesmith.
New Warriors #1. I got interested in the New Warriors later. I remember seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid, picking up comics in the 90s, and just feeling like they were too cool for me. Like I was intimidated by, Night Thrasher had a blade coming out of his wrist. Nova was really buff. They were all the edgy characters for the 90s, as the cover said. New Warriors, I thought, were really interesting characters because they occupy this really cool space. They're forever young, but they've now been around for 30 years. My editors on the previous books I'd done, like Loki and Black Panther vs. Deadpool, asked if I'd be interested in doing a New Warriors tie-in that actually poses them as the authority figures in this conflict instead of the rebels, and I really liked the tension of that. So because the New Warriors are the authority figures in this story, they have to be mentoring new Warriors who are under 21.
Oh god.
And, subject to the laws.
I'm not liking the design of the characters.
Law is making it illegal to be a vigilante under the age of 21. The artist on New Warriors #1 is Luciano Vecchio. He designed all of the new Warriors and gave them costumes that felt as modern as the New Warriors costumes to sort of feel classic and instantly familiar. So the first character that we're introduced to is Trailblazer. She's a group home foster kid who is volunteering at a senior center when this mysterious threat shows up and Night Thrasher runs to the rescue. And because she helps him, she ends up in the crosshairs of this new outlawed law. And she inherited from her grandfather a magic backpack.
Ooh, I wonder what's in there.
Origin. We picked the name Trailblazer because she's somebody who charges into action. She knows that she can do some good with this, mysterious gift that she's been given. Screen time is a internet kid taken to its sort of...
the stereotype. Oh, God.
He was exposed to his grandfather's...
What is this, like Ben 10 gone wrong or something?
Has patched him permanently into the World Wide Web. The word screen time is only ever used. That has patched him... was exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas. He was exposed to
internet gas. Whoa! Wait, what? Wait. Internet gas? I was like, wait, he was exposed to what?
As a youth, he was exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas.
What the fuck is what? Oh, man. Okay, now I can see why. Just play that alone. We're only halfway through, and I could see why already. So, like, what I don't like what they're doing is like, I know this guy, Kibblesmith, or I'm gonna call him Mr. Soyman. Mr. Soyman here wants to go like, oh, we're gonna do young and edgy, so we're gonna do screen time, because that has negative connotation. These people do not get our don't get my generation, and they don't get internet culture at all. Internet gas? Here, I'm gonna grab my phone. Like, the internet gas is coming out! Oh my god, look at the Transformer! It's turning into a Decepticon and it's gonna kill me! It's gonna release his internet gas! Oh my god! Like, really? Really? These people do not understand the internet culture. They don't understand They don't understand how the internet works. They just don't get it. Okay, and I'm tired of these people who think they know our culture doing this shit. And it's unreal. Internet gas. That's the stupidest bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
Only ever used in a sort of restrictive sense. And
Internet gas. Was he like shit it out? Like look, my phone's gonna like fart it out like look at the internet gas. Here, wait. I'm gonna go on Google. Here, guys, look. Here's Google. Oh my god, it's poop. It's shitting out. Oh my god, internet gas. Let's move on, man.
Are about teens fighting against labels that are put on them. So with
they don't get it at all.
The idea that he has infinite screen time. Snowflake and Safe Space are the twins, and their names are very similar to screen time. It's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory, to take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. Safe Space is kind of a big, burly...
Everyone's safe here!
He can create force fields, but he can only trigger them if he's protecting somebody else. Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they, them. Snowflake...
I'm sorry. Oh, man. They're calling the first non-binary person who goes by they, them. They named the character Snowflake. Oh, man. Now I can see why. Oh my god, that's so bad. That's like calling the first gay guy, like, hey guys, I'm Mr. Gay. Instead of like a Superman logo, it's like, I'm Mr. Gay. And like, instead of a Superman, it's G. Or like, Mr. Homo Man or something. Like, what? Like, listen. Okay. I do not mind them, the non-binary aspect of this. I'm gonna take it off the hood for a sec. I know a lot of people have problems with, including the LGBTQ community, inside of film and movies and games and comics. And I have no problem with that, but you gotta treat it respectfully. Like, if I was a person and I consider myself non-binary, I would take offense to this. This is really disrespectful to someone who is non-binary. And I can imagine someone who feels like that, goes through a lot of trouble already, and you're saying that's like, oh, it's Snowflake, this is something that like is a negative connotation. Well, you're making it so much worse. You're making it so much worse because you're putting that negative connotation, and when they're gonna think of Snowflake, they're gonna think of this shit. They're gonna think that it's disliked, okay? This is what they're gonna think of. They're like, oh, some normal, you're gonna bring it up to a normal person, someone is going to think of it as a negative, not as a positive. And that's the problem I have with this. Safe Space, like, everyone's like, no, they don't get it, okay? I'm gonna use an example. Naughty Dog. If you notice The Last of Us, if you've seen The Last of Us, the Part 2 trailer, Ellie's a lesbian. She's homosexual. Oh, I get lesbian, gay, or, she's into women. Which is fine. That's fine with me, because Neil Druckmann and his team do such a good job of making it part of the character. And Ellie is a tomboy. She's more of a guy. Like, she has masculine tendencies, so I would understand that it's in her character, and they handle it with respect and dignity. Even Bill, I'm pretty sure character Bill, they kind of push in, like, okay, well, I don't want to say push in, but kind of foretold that he had a gay lover, like that he had a love interest that was a guy. But that's fine. It's respectful. They handle it with respect. This is handling with such disrespect, and it pisses me off, because I have a lot of deep respect for the LGBT community, and I have a lot of respect for these people, and they're really doing it with major disrespect. This isn't woke, this isn't diverse, okay? Once again, major respect for everyone that's part of this community, but they are making it, giving it this negative bullshit connotation. They're making it worse, and I don't understand how someone can support this. I don't care, like, how are these people writing shit? Like, they're in a writing room, they're writing about this. Like, what the hell are they thinking? This is just so stupid. I don't understand what they're thinking of making the first non-binary superhero Snowflake. That is the worst possible name you could have done. That's like the worst name you like. You could have thought of anything else. You could have done like Lamp Man, or you could have done like Mickey Mouse. I don't know. Anything would be better than Snowflake. Like I don't understand that. I don't get it. They want to push diversity, but they do it so terribly, and that's why there's backlash. You do it like The Last of Us, where you handle it with dignity and respect, then no one will hate on you. It's not that we're homophobic or anything. It's because you are a terrible... Soy Man is a terrible writer. Soy Man is a terrible... Mr. Kibblesmith is a terrible writer, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and... You know what? People aren't going to buy his garbage. And his toilet paper. I know we've had a run out. I know, like, throughout the world, we've run out on toilet paper. And I guess now we got something to wipe our asses with during this whole, pandemic crap. So, there you go.
Snowflake in our culture right now are something fragile. And this is a character who is turning it into something sharp. Snowflake is the person who has the more offensive power, and Safe Space is the person who has the more defensive power. The idea was that they would mirror each other and complement each other. B Negative is the goth kid. When he was a baby, he got a rogue life-saving blood transfusion.
He doesn't get it. You know, like this, I feel like this guy is just like naming like every single like internet stereotype and just like just making the stereotypes characters. Snowflake, Safe Space, the internet gas guy, I forgot his name already, I'm not even gonna bother looking at it because it's not worth it. The internet gas kid, Screen Time, oh there you go, Screen Time. B Negative, the goth kid. You know, what was this like, was B Negative gonna do? Listen to Billie Eilish all day? Like, this is such bullshit, man. It's so bad. I don't, like, oh my god. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's like, it's just, the characters are stereotypes.
And very similar vampire powers. B Negative also is obviously a pun. It's a blood type, which is great for a vampire character. And it's also a proud ownership of the idea of having a bad attitude. I want the people who read our New Warriors to feel all of the excitement that they felt if they read the 90s one. We want it to have big, colorful characters, personality clashes, romance, diverse cast, which is
diverse cast. You got to put that before writing. Of course you do.
To make a priority, every New Warriors comic has always felt like a reflection of the year that it came out, and I don't think we're worried about being dated. I think we're way more interested about it being now.
Sweet man. All right. So my problem is, look. Once again, I have major respect for the LGBTQ community. I have major respect for those people that are a part of that community. But these writers, I'm going to use Kathleen Kennedy. She claims that she's diverse, and she claims that, but like at the end of, if you watch my Rise of Skywalker review, I addressed that. I was trying to say is that they shoehorn in there, they shove it down your throat, and they do it in a way where you're making people not respect it because that's all they're seeing from it. And you're giving them a negative connotation because when they think of the LGBTQ community, they don't think of the amazing people that are a part of it. They don't think of respect. They think of you assholes shoving it down their throat, just shoving it down there, shove it up your ass. You know, that's what they think. And that is a major problem, okay? Like, Snowflake is such a negative connotation. I don't understand why they do that. Why are you doing this? You're putting a negative connotation on the community. Like, why? You're doing terrible. This is terrible. This isn't something good. Like, I just don't understand what Soy Man was thinking. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. This is a virus that's been plaguing Hollywood and writing and video games. Not even video games. Actually, video games is the only one that does it right. Last of Us, the only one that does it right and respectfully. I don't understand what's been going on. Like, do it. You could write stories within. You could write LGBTQ stories, and you could write characters that are part of that community, but do it right. These people don't have the authority to do it right. Like, they don't have the skill to do it right, and they don't have the authority to write a character like this if they don't know what they're doing. I don't understand it. It's a nasty trend. It's a nasty trend. with them treating these people with disrespect. Star Wars, they focus on diversity over writing, and they shoehorn them in there. Like, if I was a part of that community, I would be so angry and disrespected at that. Like, I would just feel so angry because they're treating them as a check mark. They're not treating them as a person or an individual or a character. They're treating them as a check mark. Oh, your characteristic is that you're non-binary. That's a characteristic. It's not like that's not all your character is. No, they should do like, okay, this is a part of his character. Let's make it interesting. No, this is just your character, and this is just you. This is just a part of it. It's a checklist. It's a corporate interest. Like, no, 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 no. Like, do you guys notice that like no one complains about The Last of Us? The Last of Us is one of the best video games I've ever played, and I cannot wait for the second one. Like, did you guys realize like no one complains about that? It's not us. It's them. It's not us. It's this guy. It's people like Kibble Smith and Kathleen Kennedy that are disrespecting the community, the LGBTQ community. It's disgraceful, honestly, and I'm tired of these pricks of doing it. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it, and I'm speaking on behalf of everyone that's been disrespected from this trailer and even from Star Wars. And whew, do not get me started of it. I will turn into Emperor Palpatine and shock them with lightning, okay? I'm going to turn into the Emperor. So, I mean, I'm gonna join in on the party, and guess what? Boop! So it's at 140k dislikes up until this point, which is good, because I'm joining in on that party. So I guess that's it. That's all I got really talk about. Right now, nothing, as you can see, this is really the biggest news that's been going on. Nothing's really been going on, because of the coronavirus, crap that's been going on lately, and, but before I end off this video, I wish, everyone that's watching this the best. I know we're dealing with tough times right now, but we will get through it, and, just hang in there, guys, and, that is going to do it for today's video. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and support us on Patreon. And I hope that this video brings you guys some enjoyment of, this is a joke, guys, come on. I know I said this is disrespect, but come on, like, this soy man is a joke. I'm not saying, this guy is a disaster, he's a joke. Soy man, or Kibble Smith, or whatever his name is. So hopefully this video brings you guys some personal enjoyment, and I'll see you guys next time. And also, before I go, I am working on the Tarantino video. Now that I have some downtime, because I'm going to be in my house, I'm not going anywhere, so I have a chance to finally get it done. So stay tuned for that premiere. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I should have an announcement of when that premiere is going to be. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.